Folks, it is time for another Palantir stock breakdown. Let's just dive into it. We're going to break down the charts, how it did today, how it did this week, and of course, what I'm looking to do. And later in the video, we're going to break down the markets, which, mind you, guys did very well today. But before we dive into the video, have you guys gone up to 17 stocks yet for Moomoo? If not, what are you waiting for? Use that link down below. Once you deposit at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. And mind you, each of those could be valued up to $2,000, and you get one free share of C3 AI, which I think that stock price is $35 right now. That's guaranteed just with a $100 deposit. And listen to this, if you deposit at least $1,000, guys, you get 10 more stocks on top of those 6 stocks, and deposit at least $5,000. Are you guys ready for this? You get a free share of either Tesla or Google, guaranteed. You heard that right, guys. And this is limited time, so get all your free money from Moomoo. Link down below, guys. And of course, that is an affiliate link. It does help out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And now, cheers. Let's just dive into it. So today was a pretty good day overall for the markets and for Palantir, or at least it was a good day earlier in the day. Then we ended up closing red. We'll break that down in this video. But before we talk about Palantir, guys, let's glance quickly at what the overall index is closed at. So the Russell actually had another red day, 0.8% in the red. We had the NASDAQ, though, go up 0.3%. The S&P went up 0.1%. Same with the Dow Jones, as the VIX went up on the day about 1.3%. Let me see what the metals ended up doing. Pretty quiet day for the metals. Silver up 0.1%, 0.2%, as gold ended up going down 0.1%. So essentially, guys, we had a green day all across the board except for the small caps, which you guys probably remember the Russell's been doing very well. I mean, the Russell's been crushing it, so the fact that it pulled back yesterday and today, just kind of a cool off, doesn't surprise me. And before we actually, now that I'm thinking about it, before we break down these indexes, let's break down some Palantir stock, guys. Let's not get too carried away with these indexes. Palantir ended up going down 1.1% on the day, down 17 cents, and it closed at $15.02 on the day. And you guys can see earlier in the day, bulls were actually completely in charge, and at one point we were up, let me see here, we were up 5% on the day at the peak when we hit almost $16 a share. You guys can see we hit that right around, what time was that, 10:30, 10:40 a.m. So we were almost at $16. Then boom, you guys can see we got destroyed all the way down to $14.80. So essentially, Palantir lost $1.20 in value, which is 7.3%, guys. Pretty sizable drop there from around 10:30 a.m. to about, let me see here, what time was that, 12:45, so about 2 hours and 15 minutes. That was a pretty big drop there. So one thing worth mentioning is, no doubt about it, the bears did gain control pretty much for the entire day today. I mean, we took out the lows from earlier in the day. In the morning, we hit roughly 1520. We clearly took those lows out when we hit 1480, and we ended up closing on a downswing as well. And you guys can see, if I pull the 5-day, 5-minute up, we also took out some of the lows from yesterday. Not completely. The low from yesterday morning was right around 1438, so we're still above that. We didn't take that low out. And let me make my face a little bit smaller so you guys can see that. But we did take the low out from roughly 2 p.m. yesterday, where it bottomed out at around $15, $15.05. So that low we did take out again, and we actually closed a little bit under it. So that's not the best sign. But you could also argue, hey, Stas, look, we took out the highs from yesterday, which we did. We did actually do that. That was really good. We hit almost $16 today, and we took out the 15.57 high from yesterday. So for that reason, guys, even though we took the lows out from, you know, the latter half of the day yesterday, I think the bulls are still in charge. Even though we had a red day of 1.1%, I think the fact that we took the highs out from yesterday, even though we had a red day of 1.1%, I'm looking at this like, okay, we took the highs out. You know, yes, we had a red day, but we did close technically above, this trend right here. Let me draw it out. So that's pretty good. That's pretty bullish in my opinion. And you could also argue, wait, Stas, are we putting in a lower high? That's potentially possible here. That's a possibility. Yes, we are technically putting in a lower high here, but we're also making these higher lows still. You guys can see. So Palantir right now, it's in a pickle. Let's put it that way, guys. We're making lower highs but higher lows at the same time. So we're in this wedge. Essentially, we have to wait for direction, right? Is Palantir going to start taking out let's say $15.75, $16, which you guys can see that was the high from today. I'll set my alert there. Let me do it at maybe $16.15. Will we break out of that point? Or is this going to fall through maybe $14.50, $14 flat, which at that point we'd be taking out the lows from the, a couple days ago, also from the 5th of this month, about 4 days ago. That would not be good for the bulls. So at this point, I'm leaning more towards a breakout, considering we did see a sell-off this morning, but we did consolidate. We saw some buying around the the higher low here that you guys can see. So that's a good sign for the bulls. Now all we have to wait for is the confirmation of an actual breakout, which, guys, clearly we did not get that. At close or right before close, right? So we're going to have to wait till next week. I mean, that's how it goes, guys. That's how the cookie crumbles when it comes to the stock market. It's not the crypto market that trades 24/7, unfortunately. Actually, I like the way the stock market is, to be honest. I go back and forth on that, but I don't know if I'd want it to be open all the time. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Sometimes I flip-flop on that. Honestly, all the time I do. But now I'm in the phase where I'm like, I kind of like not having the stock market on the weekends. I don't know. What do you guys think? But yeah, we have to wait for direction. So my alert's at $16.15. I'll put another one here at $14, which I'm not going to say that's definitely not going to happen, but I'm leaning more towards the breakout. We'll see. You guys can see now on the 20-day chart, we're holding the 180 SMA, which is great, and you can see the wedge even more on this time frame, and you can see it on the 4-hour chart. I mean, maybe not as well, but either way, we're holding the 50 SMA. So bulls, guys, don't get it twisted. They're still in charge, even though Palantir went down 1.1%. And of course, I'll do a lot more updates on this channel, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, guys. While you're at it, you might as well do that so you don't miss any of the uploads here on the channel. So let me take a look quickly at the overall markets, then we'll wrap up the video. So SPY ended up running right out of the gate. We opened up at around 430. We ran to about 432. Then we saw a pullback to about 428.80. That was a drop of 0.75%. Then we ended up rallying into close and pretty much consolidating during power hour, which I'd say that's a pretty good sign for the bulls, right? And pulling up the 5-day chart, you can see with today's big move in the morning, we took the highs out from yesterday, the day before. That's a good sign for the bulls. And on the 10-day chart, you guys can see we're trading at a high. We took the highs out from the past 10 days. That's great. 20-day chart, of course, we're at a fresh high as well. So clearly, guys, bulls are dominating here on SPY. There's no doubt in my mind. And triple Q, if I pull it up, let's take a look. Yup, we also took the highs out on this. We hit $357.66 earlier today. That was the high on the day, which took the highs out from 2 days ago, about a week ago, a couple weeks ago, right? So yeah, triple Q, bulls are in control. We're above the moving averages on the 20-day chart, on the 4-hour chart as well, probably up. So, I mean, nothing's changed, guys. I mean, we saw a little bit of selling a couple days ago. That didn't last, and the bulls just keep on trucking along. I mean, at this point, on the 3-year chart, we're starting to reverse on the NASDAQ. I mean, clearly, right? Triple Q is now completely breaking out on this 3-year chart, and on the max chart, does it not look like the uptrend overall, over the past decade, longer than that, 2 decades? Doesn't it look like it's continuing, right? It looks like it is to me. I don't know. Same thing here on SPY, if you guys take a look at it. And of course, guys, triple Q is a little bit ahead of SPY, but I mean, guys, look at this. This is clear that the uptrend's continuing. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. And guys, don't forget to get up to 17 stocks for Moo, each up to $2,000. I mean, guys, this is the best promo right now by far. Once you use that link down below and deposit at least $100, you get 5 stocks, each of those up to $2,000 again, by the way, guys. And you get 1 free share of C3AI guaranteed, which is $35, guys. And listen to this. If you deposit at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And if you want 1 more stock, this is where it gets nuts. If you deposit at least $5,000, guys, you get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google. No joke. This is a brand new promo. They just hit me with this literally about a couple hours ago. This is nuts. So if you want some free stocks, guys, and you want to help out the channel, feel free to use that Moomoo link down below. It is greatly appreciated. Let me know what stocks you get in the comments. And with that being said, said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.